Oh goodness, we're back. Welcome, everyone who's joining us so far. We have really out of all... Ooh, I'm actually missing something. Cannot forget my special clay to help stick Mr. Erkel down. So we have a very special little paint sesh tonight. We're going to be painting Mr. Erkel short here. I got this miniature. So this is a Hero Forge miniature. And I got this quite a while ago from Hero Forge, and it's kind of an older version of Erkel. And for those of you who listen religiously, all of our fans, he does not have this sort of like duster trench coat, and he definitely doesn't have like a curved sword cane. But this is a cool, more noir detective version of Mr. Short. So I've gone ahead and just slapped on a pretty nasty coat of, pretty thin coat of primer. So he is all set to be painted. And there is a tragedy that happened with him. He was knocked off the counter by one of my cats. And so his head, he actually has like a little goiter thing on his neck. It's an awful glue job, but I had to glue them all back together. So he looks okay with the primer. So hopefully, he's not 70, he's actually 32. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Chance, for joining. He is not as old as maybe I make him sound, so I'm going to try to fix that. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Thanks, though. Hold on just a second here. I'm going to get some stuff ready, and then we'll dive right into some painting. Okay, so we're ready to dive in here. Got to get my clay all set up here. So again, this is just regular old modeling clay that you can pick up at any store, as long as you're social distancing. So I wouldn't recommend doing it right now. We're just gonna go ahead and pop him on here. I'm super nervous, but I think we're okay. Don't think he's gonna break. Oh yeah, he's fine. Nice and sturdy there. You guys gotta tell me how the quality is. It's saying I'm picking up really low FPS, which is sad, but let me know if it's too bad. So we're gonna be starting out here. I have my these are really the only two brushes that I use. I bought them at Michael's. Again, not too expensive, but they're very fine point. So really helps when trying to get into some of those smaller areas. We're gonna go ahead and be doing. Erkel's he's not tough. I mean, we're just gonna do some. He does have a more of a like teal skin, so I think I'm gonna do maybe mix a little bit of white with the green, hopefully to get some lighter green. Should I put any blue in there? Maybe we'll try. I don't want to overdo it. We'll maybe do some blue. Again, I'm just using the basic D&D painting set. Got it as a gift, so I'm not sure what the price looks like, but I'm pretty sure you can pick it up on Amazon. And then he's, again, black and white. That's what we got for our boy. He's a very typical businessman. So he's got his little suit that he wears, and we're going to throw on, I mean, yeah, shoes are black too. So his under gear is going to be black and white, but I think we're going to mix it up and do like a gray for his jacket, maybe. We'll make gray out of the paint. That's just the primer. So maybe he'll have like a cool like duster coat thing. But he's got his grayish hair, his black. It's like you know, touch of gray hair that we're gonna get on. And then he's got his sword cane, which in this case, old school Erkel is gonna be just a little bit of brown here. So nice and easy. So let's dive in. How about that? Let's get started. We're gonna top it off when we're all done with some. We do have our like washes that are gonna look super nice once we get it all over. But we just gotta get started here. So I'm gonna start with his head here because it's gonna be a nightmare, I think. So let's get started on the head. A little bit of black. We'll maybe get some. We're gonna dry brush some of the gray streaks on there. For those who caught me last time, I kind of explained a little bit of that, but we'll do more of that. Actually, do need a. No, I can just wipe it off with the paper here. So we'll go ahead and get started here. I did want to take some time to talk a little bit about Erkel just as a character as we get started here. So let's go ahead and get in and get going on this beautiful mane of dark hair. Erkel actually was a character that I came up with. The name's bad, I know, but it's kind of growing on me now. But we did a little when Chance had first gotten his hands on a Pathfinder 2 rulebook and the really the starter like little one-shot thing they had available. We'll zoom in a little. Hopefully it doesn't drop too bad. The Fall of Plaguestone, he wanted us to make kind of some dump throwaway characters, and I made Erkel. Fun fact was that he was a cleric initially. So he was our healer, but that was boring. No, it was actually super fun to play as a cleric. It didn't mesh his personality very well, which is why he ended up switching. We switched to a rogue, but it was really fun to play kind of as that healer. I sucked. The boys will tell you that I just did not do a very good job. I didn't I didn't get like healing spells, like, or enough healing spells, so I ended up just pretty much like doing a very poor job of being a cleric. But I was like, oh, there's a lot of these cool like deception spells, and I can pick locks. I can unlock with spells, and I can also lock doors with spells, and so I loaded up a bunch of those into my spell slots, and it was not good. It was just not good. The opportunity never arose, and we ended up just like almost dying every fight. Some very cool moments did happen though. Okay, a nice little dark head of hair on him. It's nice. Outside of the one shot, so once we got done playing Fall of Plaguestone, was really interested. That would be the name of the little one shot before we began our campaign. We ended up doing, kind of reworking the characters, getting ready for our real campaign. And I was like, man, I really just enjoyed this character. He was very, very fun to play. Very fun to kind of get into the head of a banker that was tired of being a banker and wanted instead to go be a hero. That's a pretty funny trope in my mind. And also I liked his character, and I like the way that he was starting to kind of shape up even in that little one shot. We're letting that hair dry, by the way. I'm not just staring at my work. Let's move on. Let's not waste too much time here. We'll just continue on. We'll get his face going, actually. So yeah, really liked just kind of his character, and it was weird. I think part of the reason, here's a little bit of insight on Erkel. Part of the reason I think that I like his character, the way I modeled his character, was, I think, a little. And my dad's not watching. I mean, I don't think he's watching. I hope he's not watching. But I think I modeled him a little bit after my dad. A little bit. Somebody who holds, he's got a really good heart, and is obsessed. I wouldn't say obsessed with money, but holds money in very high regard, is very successful, understands the importance of money, and maybe has something missing in his life a little bit, and that's a neat little trope. He's very strong. Erkel's very strong. He's very physically fit, and he's also very mentally strong. He's very sophisticated, can talk his way out of anything a little bit, I think, like my father. So that's a little bit of really where I think inspiration came from. That idea of looking for something more than just, a 9-to-5, Monday through Friday job at the bank. And so off he went, It's been super, super fun. Ooh, this color is actually really coming out, which is cool. I know. Sorry, I don't mean to lore drop on you, but I think that's about right. For Mr. Erkel. Again, it's been just a blast to play. Chance has done a really good job of bringing us in and making his character feel like more than just a rogue. But it's interesting to see things as we kind of get further into the story. It develops a little bit more. How I'm constantly asking myself as we're playing, like, is this something he would actually do? Moving on to the face here, is this something Erkel would actually do, or is this just Zach playing? So, and I think Chance, you can speak to this as well in the chat, but I think we've done a pretty good job of sticking to Mr. Short here. Mr. Basic Bernie, grandfather was, well, that's actually we can't really talk about that right now. Unless you're talking about my dad. Was he a fierce warrior like Erkel's? You can't be typing that crap in the chat. I think it's just you two, but we haven't gotten to that episode, I don't think. Boo. That's a nice little teaser, though. No, there's actually more to it, and I will say that, that he actually follows, as teaser-wise, that idea of the relationship between Erkel and what he has with his... No, you don't have to delete your Twitch, that's fine. The relationship that Erkel has with his father is very similar to the relationship that my dad has with his dad. So that is true. Man, Erkel's face is tiny boy. But it's actually not too bad. It's coming out okay here. So when you're getting into these tight spaces, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can tell, but his face, he looks very Frankenstein right now. So I put a little bit too much paint on there, so we're just going to come in and try to smooth some of that out. It's gooping. There we go, that's a little So we're moving right along here. I think that hair is probably good enough to start working on now. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna do the rest of his exposed flesh before this paint dries on me. Ah! It's got a couple fists showing. Gunk Droid. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for jumping on, dude. We out here. He's out here. So while we're here, we can go ahead and start. I mean, if you haven't caught up, Voxy, welcome. Thanks for joining. So while you're all here, if you caught up on the most recent episode, we dropped a little bit of announcemento. We got a big old thing, a big old announcement that's actually going to be coming out next week. Working on a little project with the boys, and it's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be just huge. We're putting a lot of work into it now, but it's gonna be it's gonna be something, and it's gonna allow a lot of people to take part in the old Basically Good story. That's not true. It's gonna allow people to take part in the old Basically Good Twitch. But that's all I'll say about that. So stay tuned. It'll be on next week's announcements on the app. And then I'm sure we'll just be blowing it up on all of our social media. So give us a follow if you haven't. I think that's all the exposed skin we got for Erkel. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So for those just joining, hello, Mr. Too Much Dog. No, I can't give you guys a leak. It's because we're not even 100% sure on how everything's going to work out. I'm so sorry. But it's going to work out. It's going to be tremendous. So this is an old miniature from Hero Forge that I ordered a long time ago. It broke. It broke in a couple places on his feet, and then his head fell off because my cat knocked him off the table. Okay, for the leak. Let's check the leak. It is a community event. That is it. There's your leak. There's your leak. I kind of already said that already, but now it's official. It's an official leak. Oops, I slipped up. It's official leak. Yeah. That's the old school Erkel that I designed previously. So the bomber, or the detective jacket. We're gonna make it a little bit lighter. Actually, I'm gonna throw some gray up in his hair real fast, and then we'll make a cool detective jack out of it. So I'm just wiping off excess paint right now off of my brush, and then I'm gonna go in and throw some touch gray on our sweet boy's hair, his edges, because he is a little bit older. He's got some. Yeah, that looks good. Look at that. See, when you take most of the paint off, it doesn't do much. It just adds highlights, which is exactly what we want here. It's just kind of starting at the base here. He's old. I mean, yeah, exactly. A little bit of salt and pepper hair, exactly. He's old, but he's not old. But, I mean, if he sounds older than he is, it's because half-orcs live to 70. They live maybe mid-70s, so they don't live very long. Their hearts pump a little bit too fast because they're hybrid humans. So he's a little bit weathered, a little bit worn. He's lost his will to fight. That's not true. Freaking king. So he's mature for his age. He is mature, but he's not done fighting just yet. Pretty cool. All right. He's not, I mean, maybe he's a boomer. Might be a little boomerish, but I'm not sure. All right, let's move along here. Going straight down towards the jack. Actually, let's get some white on his shirt. He's got a tie, which is not true anymore. He started with the tie, but I removed the tie in the final edit of the film. So we're just gonna get in here. We're gonna be pretty liberal with the white. We're just gonna try to, and again, his neck's all jacked up because I had to glue his head back on, so it's not gonna be very pretty. Whew, that is way too much white. Just kill me. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a good night. Scrape that off. Good. I may have ruined everything. No, it's okay. The beauty of miniature painting is that you can always just start over. You can just go right over it. You let it dry, come back. Throw your Xbox controller to come back. Keep working. Heck, I may turn that into like a freaking scarf or something because it's just so fat on his neck. That little chunk of glue. It's okay. Yeah, happy little accidents, it's true. Hey, man, if you gotta bail and go watch some Bob Ross, like, do it if it's gonna help you. Sheesh, can you guys even, like, that's fine. It's fine, we're gonna fix it right now. I'm gonna fix it. So we're gonna give him a little black tie. Little black tie. Yeah, his neck is just, whew, he's just got a tumor. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, we'll come in here and we'll now get started with this inner jacket here. Ooh, what do you guys think about like a freaking maroon? Like a maroon trench coat. Yay, nay? Maybe a maroon trench coat? Like a super duper dark, like suede, like red suede. I don't know. Now, Erkel. First off, Hannah has admitted that Erkel is her favorite character. Hannah would be Chance's fiance. Yeah, burgundy. That's okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do like a burgundy. That's good. She said verbatim, "Man, I love Erkel Short. He's my favorite character." Well, music stopped. We'll fix that. Okay, so the jacket, it's like an interior jacket, so we'll have to do, yeah, more over the top there. That's fine. Yeah, we'll just go straight over. Nice. Okay. All right, but we'll get in here and do his slacks. Maybe a little bit lighter slacks. Not too much lighter. He's got a lot of crevasses, so this might be a little challenging. I think it's cool for him to like gray shoes. Oh, one thing I did, this is good little trivia. So when I was originally designing the character, now he's got like a really good, He's got like a really good suit on now. Like if you go back and look at Alex Galbier, my brother-in-law's art of Erkel, he's wearing like a really cool, like slim fit suit, smoking that big fat stogie, just like I love. That is amazing. It's so good. But prior to that cool getup that he's wearing now, he had like a he had like a like I was like I want him to wear like a baggy suit, like a typical like old person baggy suit, and so I kind of just this mini has kind of that like just like loose fitting straight leg slacks, and it's just kind of funny. Like I just love the old school like look for him, because he is like he's out of touch a little, but not like new and improved Urkel, like new Urkel that's currently like being played on the campaign is just way cooler than old Urkel. He would like you know take his suit jacket off and like dunk on you like on the court. He's just way cool. Like a pretty decent sized group here. Who's like all caught up on this show? Who is watching or who is listening? Who's up to date? We're not going to necessarily talk about spoilers, but we might. Thanks, Chance. I'm glad. Thanks for being up to date on the show. I would say, I guess, for you don't have to, you know, it doesn't matter if you're up to date or not. What's like everybody's favorite episode of the show thus far? I was like, I really want to talk about that with everyone tonight. I just wanted to hear like what everybody's thoughts were on everything so far, and like really just like where's everyone's head at, especially like with this most recent episode not being like super. Oh, okay. Well, then let's definitely not talk about spoilers for Mr. Evan not in jail. Dean Neal is in jail. Because we don't want to spoil anything, but okay, maybe we don't talk about best episodes, but I guess like, okay, who's got like freaking. He's absolutely still got a head ass. That's amazing. What's everybody's like favorite character, I guess, right now? And it doesn't have to be Urkel. I know that he's probably a solid like 2 or 3 for like most people. But like what's everybody jamming to, at least where they're at in the show, and why? Give me some stuff to go off of. Yeah, absolutely. Urkel is that guy. 100%. He's just going to like step out there. Even at level 1, he's just like kabam. Like gonna knock people over, which is hilarious. But he also like gets his bottom whooped in a few shows. Erkel is a close second. I love it. Aaron is fantastic. Like it's actually super funny that you say that, because Aaron just doesn't, especially like in the middle. Like in the very like in the first couple episodes, like Aaron is very not. He's not a very vocal guy, you know. He's very like just kind of in the background. It's still very likable. Everything that comes out of his mouth is funny. Yeah, like very quirky. You're right. Like he's very quirky, but he's very. Hold on just a sec here. Hold on. I'll be right back. Aaron is spelled A. Oh, quirky? It's like Q-U-I. There you go. You got it. That's better. I'm just trying to get like my Alexa to play something that's half decent, and she keeps turning off. I'm over it. Okay, so we're gonna make this burgundy jacket. What are they, like red and brown? We'll see how it goes. Do some burgundy colors. Yes. So back to Aaron. Like Aaron is just wise, and maybe it's a bit of Jackson. Like maybe it's definitely Jackson. Obviously, he's playing the character, but he does such a freaking good job of bringing like everything Aaron says is going to be like poignant. Like I feel like Erkel runs his mouth. That's kind of his thing. Like Erkel just runs his mouth about stuff. He's always talking about, whatever. I mean, he's maybe trying to talk himself out of a situation. Alec is a good character, Chance, like he is. Alexa, paint my mini, please. How do you make burgundy? Yeah, I guess like did red and brown, and it's just like poop red now. It's like blood red. Maybe a little bit more brown. Maybe. I'm gonna do it. By the time your chats come through, it's gonna be too late. This is not good. Not good for the... Maybe purple. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe blue in a mix? A little bit. Yeah. I think purple. Yeah, it's like purple, right? Yeah. Okay. We might be on something here. Oh no, the abomination. Red and blue. Okay. I can't show you this color because I'm too sad. Okay. Yeah, we're getting it. Okay, I'm getting it. But it's gonna need to be... Yeah, I think the brown's gonna help. I think you're right, Mr. Basic Bernie. But I need to add a little more red, I think. So I'm mixing that right now. So yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Aaron's really good. And you guys are definitely like a couple episodes behind. We're still like publishing stuff as we go. We're about a month ahead of schedule. And as we go along. Like there's certain things that Aaron says that's just like, it's freaking right. So like, I mean, the Alex scene. Sorry, spoiler alert. Give me like a hot second to talk about a spoiler. So close your ears if you don't want to hear. But like Alec in Hell Knight Hill, when he like showed up and we were fighting those devils, and then Frizzy Gig did his like fantastic stupid run away from the group and almost get himself killed, like, and Alec like reaching down and being with Aaron, and all of us, knowing that Aaron doesn't like Hell Knights, reaching down and like giving him okay, we're ready to get started on the jacket. Giving him a potion to be like, hey, like, help your friends. Like, just fire. Like, and that moment with Aaron, I think, was, like, so powerful. It wasn't even, like, really about Alec. It was just about, like Aaron. Aaron's, like, I don't know. Aaron's, like, struggle, I guess. Aaron's battle, his like inner battle, and there's like nothing we could do to say, like Erkel couldn't step in and say something and try to like fix it or make the problem like better or whatever. It was like it was just a moment between like Aaron and Alec, and that was amazing. Okay, done. No more spoilers. A beautiful moment indeed. Absolutely. So we got this cool pinkish jacket. I think I'll darken it up. Well, that's you know what? We're gonna do like a red wash over the jacket, and it should make it pretty hype when it's all said and done. Honestly, I wouldn't be too worried. So we got something cool coming up for our avid extra tent listeners. Tent is in content abbreviated. Another podcast that we follow, and they follow us. We share their stuff. They share our stuff. They are doing a series where they bring on other podcasts, other like D&D and other Pathfinder podcasts, and kind of interview them and talk about our goals and stuff we got coming out. And Silas and I are going to be jumping on their show next week. So it's going to be dope. Got a big brain moment for Erkel. for sure. Can't see the blood if I'm already covered in blood red. Yeah, we'll add some dark color to this to really make it pop. But yeah, so that'll be exciting. Waffles, Waffles, they jump on and watch our stream occasionally, so that's really neat. So they may jump in a little bit later, but we'll be out with them here on Wednesday, so we'll make sure to share the link once they get it posted. But I think we're episode 2, so they just had one posted today, which is pretty neat. I heard it was awesome. I need to listen to the whole thing, but a lot of good feedback from the community, so that's super cool. Good to be part of the community, man. I'll just take this moment to talk about the freaking community. For those who, if you're just following us because you're a friend or, I don't know how you bumped into us. We got we got a guy from England, Andrew, totally shouting him out, that just tweets at us. He's awesome. I don't know how the heck he heard about us, but he's so great. He is always memeing, with us. He talked about hero duels and stuff, and I'll talk about hero duels too. That is hype. But just cool to have that kind of community. But if you're just following us because you know us, that's awesome. And we love that stuff. But it's we jump out in the community and we always are trying to put stuff out there and get more followers, and you just to grinding. And this freaking community, dude. Is it looping still? Is it looping for anyone else? I hope not. I'll turn it off and keep going. Hello, anyone? Okay, excellent. Good to hear it. But anyway, the community is the farthest thing from me. I'm not somebody to naturally just throw myself out there. I couldn't dye my hair another color if you put a gun to my head. I'm just too self-conscious. So you're just talking about a group of people that they are 100% them. They are 100% into what they're into. They're not afraid to not be they're not afraid to put themselves out there. And when we jumped in and started putting out content, the first couple of people that joined that were just strangers were so freaking kind, especially and again Waffles, Waffles Maple Syrup, the people that we're going to do the show with, they're just sharing our stuff and they're just calling us out on Fridays and hey, follow these guys, they're new, and it's just awesome. They're such cool people. I talk to Chance often about them and just how fun it is to be part of something a little bit bigger than moi and ourselves. And to be part of such a cool, welcoming little crew of people. So super fun. Love it. Speaking of community stuff, I know most probably that are watching are already signed up, but go sign up for a freaking giveaway we're doing right now. Go enter. Follow us on Twitter. Like the post, share the post, retweet it. We are giving away. I made some dice, and they're actually awesome. Turned out really, really good. So if you haven't done so, go do that. If you got Twitter, we're going to be doing another giveaway on Saturday. And we're going to start it. Another set of dice, but it is going to be, I think I'm going to do, the reason I'm not doing the belt is I think I'm going to do that a different color. But Friday, we're doing another giveaway, but it's going to be pretty much centered on our Twitch. So if you are not following already, please follow. That's going to be one of the ways to enter, and or it'll be a prereq to enter. And gotta get my cat off my table because he's just joining in. Get down, kitty. Yeah, but we're going to be giving away, I don't want to commit to anything because I have a couple of options. I made some matte black dice. That are just incredible. They're so pretty. They're you just polish them a certain way and they come out looking matte, which is a very, very, very neat Or we're going to be giving away some similar dice. So the ones that I'm giving away now look like, I call them the Vampire Menagerie set because they look like glass with like blood inside them. So it's very cool looking. I'm going to do something similar, but it's going to be like a violet. In fact, do I have the dice? Do I have one of them with me? No, it's upstairs. I tried to make the set and it just melted. I didn't add enough hardener to the resin and it just melted inside these casts, and I had to like clean them out by hand. It was a mess. I think that's about it for the jack. Nope, inside. So yes, again, go, my people, and sign up for that giveaway. Get yourself some dope dice. Oh, I didn't even talk about it. It freaking blew up. We got like 800 people signed up or something ridiculous. So we've got a really cool bump in our followers, and all my friends made fun of me because they don't know how to be supportive, but it was a joke. I'm just being sensitive. They were saying I was just being sensitive. Dude, the Erkel short blood set is, the blood skin is hot. I feel like this is what he would look like if he had if you did team battle on Smash Bros. Like this would be his red, like team red outfit. So we're trying to get into some more stuff. Like giveaways are just a blast to do, and I love making stuff. Yeah, red team Erkel for sure. So we're trying to get into like construction. I want to start making like dice vaults. I started to make one and it was just a disaster. I never finished it. That's not true. It wasn't a disaster, but it's hard, hard to do. So I need to finish it. Obviously more dice. But that's just fun. It's just fun to make like stuff to hand out to people and to incentivize people to, maybe take a listen to us, especially like winning something. I had a buddy that won one of our giveaways, and it was just awesome. He was just thrilled. It was the first big one we did. We gave away like a rule book and stuff. He's a big fan. Yeah, no, that's a really good point, Mr. Level 1 DM. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this. So, like, painting minis for me, like, real talk for a little bit, I had a really rough day today. It was super stressed. Like, I smoke cigars, and I smoked today, and I'm not trying to like gauge that. I don't love doing. See, that's so stupid. Like, I don't want to smoke, but I do. It's true though. I try not to do too much, and that just like made me feel great. And I was like, gosh, I don't love that being my like vice. I don't love that causing me to calm down or helping me calm down. So like this is like a really good way for those of you who are like, things are weird. It's weird times. We got a big fat scary virus. We're gonna give him a brown belt. We got a virus. We got a pandemic going on. A lot of you guys are working from home. A lot of you guys don't have jobs. And that is ridiculous. It is just crazy, that people are losing their jobs, that people are being laid off, and they're like, a lot of people have kids, and a lot of people have like, there's nothing to do now, A lot of people aren't hiring. A lot of companies are getting shut down. and it's a crazy, awful time. And so I for the first couple weeks, I was very distant from my family. I was I just went upstairs to my little computer room and I worked on stuff for the podcast, and I just disconnected. And my wife was very gracious to me and asked, like, hey man, like, what's up? Why are you so distant? And I think it was just this. I just don't know how to handle it. I'm not very good at handling weird stuff. When I have like tragedy and stuff happen in my life, I just like shut down. And so it took me a while to figure out how to kind of manage all this. And painting, all in all, my point is, painting is an incredible way to calm down. And I have 50 million miniatures. I have way too many miniatures, honestly. I don't play enough like in-person D&D to own the amount of miniatures that I own. But the ones, if you can buy unpainted minis, like that's just little projects that you can pick up. And I've had these paints for a long time, and they last forever because you're just painting microscopic things. But you can pick it up at any time and just work, and that's pretty neat. You can get away for a sec. We're gonna do his cane next. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit darker, like a dark brown. All right, I'm done with the stupid, like down talk, emo talk. Sorry. One thing I do want to talk about was like, hey, if you guys are listening, like Ronnie is like been quietly making more music for the show. He's like been quietly composing more music and just kind of slips into Chance's DMs and is like, hey, I made some more tunes for the show. And then you'll be listening, like we'll be listening to the final cut of the show. And he's like, what in the what? Like, what in the what? This is amazing. He's very, very, very talented. And I'm not trying to, say that, like, I don't know, overdo it. I'm like, he's really freaking good. So like, kudos to Ronnie. And honestly, today he made some stuff, and I'm not allowed to talk about it too much, but like, holy, like, just buckle in, gang. If you want to talk about like mood setting stuff, like, be freaking ready for the next few eps. I was talking to my father recently, and he listens, which is weird because, I mean, it's great. I love it. Thanks, Dad, for listening if you're watching. But I definitely, most definitely swear, unfortunately, on some of those shows just because I just get playing. And, but getting past that, like, what I was saying was like, hey, if you can get past like episode 2 of the show, like it all goes uphill from there. Like episode 2 is just long, and it's not that it's bad. The encounter is just odd, and it's a very long episode to listen to. So if you can get past 2, if you were stuck on 2, hear me loud and clear. It gets better. Just get past it. On top of that, if you're on episode like 6 or 7, like, yeah, or not even 6 or 7, like 4 or 5, like get to 6 and 7. It gets so freaking good, and it just runs. So, jump back on. If you got some time, even just a little bit of time, like, get back in that ish, because it's freaking good. And I'm super proud of the little show that Chance has helped to kind of run, and that we've just gotten to be a part of. Our characters are solid. Paizo wrote a cool little campaign so far. I mean, it sounds like it's just going to blow my mind the way Chance talks about it. But I'm very interested kind of in just like what happens with our characters and the story that, is just progressing so far, because it is very... somebody mentioned today on our Discord, if you're not following the Discord, just go jump in. Really cool stuff over there, really cool people. When people comment, it just like makes my freaking day. But somebody mentioned he's just so happy that we're good now. He's like, I'm so glad that everybody's like friends now, because it's just like, you know, it was a long time coming in those early episodes. We're just very different. Our characters are so different. We're from very different backgrounds. So it's not, we don't jive very easily. And when we get to an episode where it's like, okay, like here we freaking go. Like we're in this. And, it's good. Like just playing, even past that, like just playing has been so much better. It's been such good radio. We're all just on the same team, and we're using our noodles, you know, to solve problems. And not that we don't love like bashing and crashing, but you know, it's really cool to talk about stuff and figure out what we're gonna do next. I think, and then bringing your character into that, like. I guess my favorite part of Erkel fighting is very fun, and I just bought another spoiler, small minor spoiler, bought some freaking brass knuckles that are great. But anyway, his brass knuckles are you know, that's oh man, I didn't remember what I was gonna say. Shoot. I went on the rabbit trail with my brass knuckles. Dango. Oh, yeah, combat's fun, but the role play is where I just love being, even if it gets me in trouble sometimes because I don't think and I just do, and that's just kind of all in all very funny. It's good radio no matter what. Okay. All right. So we are done with Erkel right now. I'm gonna actually do his eyes super fast. Gonna need to do that real fine. I'm doing it off camera because it's really hard. I have to be perfect. Holy, I messed up. That is a big shame because it was really hard to get that color, but we're going to try it again. You know what? I think I'll do his eyes later off camera. And once I get it right, post. Yeah, that's fine for now. So now we're going to get into some dry brushing. Again, that very fun phrase. So it's not too bad. You know, it looks all good. He looks okay. I definitely missed some spots now that I'm seeing it on the camera. We'll fix that. Let's do that. Let's get those spots real fast. There's some spots here on the back. Hey, tomorrow's Friday, gang. I read something somewhere, though, that somebody just tweeted, like, man, Fridays are not what they used to be. Like, they're not cracked up to what they used to be, which is very funny to me. Because it's like, oh, I can't wait to go into the weekend and do freaking nothing again. All right, we're going to get in here and start doing some dry brushing to get some of these shadows pulled out. So again, dry brushing is simply dabbing your brush in the paint, wiping most of it off, and then taking whatever is left over and just getting in there and brushing the shadows. That's too much still. Yeah, there you go. Do this red wash. It looks really light. It's not really light. Shake it up really good, but once it dries pretty well. But it should pop some of the red. Nah, I don't want to do red. I don't want the red to pop. I want the black to pop. So we're gonna use this, and then we're gonna use. Do I have the green? Is this the green? This is the green. This is the green. This is the black. Just shake both of these up. It's a good driftwood color. I want the darker black wash. There it is. Little ASMR. Liquid noises. I don't care. I'll announce it online. I think it's ASMR puts me to sleep. I'm about that. Write it on my tombstone. I don't care. All right. Let's do this black wash first. So again, a little tippy for those who may have. You're right. There's some scary stuff out there. Thanks, Basic Bernie. You gotta. I have 2 people that I follow, and that's about it because the rest are scary. So with this, you want to be super careful. We don't want to overdo it here. So I have 2 brushes. Yeah. Watch me eat this bowl of cereal quietly. You're right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip in the wash with 1 brush, and I'll be painting on the mini. And then if I get too much, I have the second brush to dab that up and whisk away some of the overdueness. So we're gonna dip and get started here. And again, this is you don't need much, but it's designed to just like come in and bring out some of those highlights or the shadows. And again, see, I put a ton on here, so I'm just gonna come back with the other brush and see, that adds a pretty cool finish. Trim here. Basically, Bernie, I'm gonna need you to interpret the anime reference. I'm not too deep into that. You know this. You know this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Most people understand Naruto references. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm the true weeb. So we're going to go up here and some of his lower back has got some shadows, so we'll highlight some of that. And I think we'll leave the rest as is, maybe getting some of these little crackies. A little more crevasse action. Alright, looks pretty good right now. Last but not least, we're gonna do, actually, I didn't do his eyebrows. I probably should do his eyebrows. They're like a very defining characteristic. So I'll throw those up there real fast and we'll let those dry. And then we'll start shaking this black to get the green to get his face where it needs to be. Oh gosh. Wow. That actually came out okay. Look at that. We got some brows. We got a few brows. All right, we'll shake up this green wash. Pop the lid on the green wash, cap the black so I don't double dip. And I need very, very little. He's got more of a teal face. I actually nailed that color pretty well. He's very light-skinned half-orc, so we're gonna get just a little bit of this green here. And we're gonna pull some of those shadows of his face. Sorry, super out of focus for you guys. He's got some big boy eyebrows. It's very true. Eugene Levy is so funny. All right, guys. Well, man, what I do to his face? He's got his good side here. That about does it, I think, for tonight. We got a nice little Erkel short. Look at that. His burgundy jacket, man. I will say this. I really like it. I think it's very very neat. Like it's a fun, like, oh, he's got a little burgundy jacket on. This is not new Erkel style. This is old Erkel style. So that the trench coat, I mean, he's got obviously like nicer fitting clothes now. He's a little bit more with it. So for an old school Erkel, it's looking really sharp. I'm super proud really of how this came out. I'll definitely use him. But I'm gonna work on that base a little bit later and probably add some little grassy poo or paint that cobblestone, something nice. But for now, we'll call it an evening. Thank you so much for those who joined. I'm sure once I post pics, it'll look way worse than how it looks now. But it was a wonderful evening of painting, some good chat. And hopefully you know a little bit more about my Mr. Erkel short. A couple things, definitely for those who are stuck, who need to catch up, please give it a go. You're gonna want to be caught up for these next couple episodes that are coming out. They're just tremendous. Go get yourself signed up for this giveaway coming out. We're drawing Saturday, so more info to come on that. And another giveaway following starting this Saturday. And again, be prepared for the most recent announcement that we're going to be jumping on. It's going to be super fun, and I hope that you all can make it out. Thanks, gang, for your time this evening. Have a wonderful, pleasant evening. Hopefully, this inspires you to pick up some mini painting if you haven't done so already. It's super relaxing. Get your tools, and you'll never need to buy tools again. It just lasts for forever. So enjoy. Happy mini painting. Have a great evening, everyone. Toodles.